stats before we go on. Now we're set to start the final quarter of play here. Play action here on first down. Makes a quick grab. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Gotta go, gotta go. It's fast tempo, it's fast pace. You need the ball twice. You gotta get this down the field as quickly as you possibly can. As a quarterback, it's time to start putting the ball in precarious situations. Take some risks, force the ball down the field.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Past the 40. Look out, he's got space ahead. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
That feels like a touchdown-saving tackle right there to get him onto the ground. What is that, 40-plus yards on the gain? But this defensive front seven has got to do something different up front because they're getting eaten alive by this offensive line.
The Hoosiers' offense is on the move now. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Look out, whole different game now. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barber. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Trojans' offense back on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Chris, I've never been a huge fan of the screen pass on first down because the defense is in base defense. Generally speaking, they're ready to defend the run or the pass, and to successfully throw a screen, you've got to get those defensive linemen up the field in an obvious passing situation.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down.
Well, sometimes you just got to rely on players and not plays. And here on second and long, the defense is ready for the run play. And yet this back is too good. Watch the elusiveness. And he's able to get out there, get a nice gain, and create a third and manageable. That is a quarterback's best friend.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Can he make it to the marker? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This is a solid adjustment by the defense here. The run game has been pretty good so far today, but here in the second half, you've got to do something different with your schematics, and the defense is able to bow up. That's a nice stop.
And the Trojans will have to punt this one away. Looking to flip the field here. They'll kick it away here. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. Good coverage there. 0 gain on the return. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Offense getting set. It's second down. Using his legs, it's Richard. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable third down situation, and the entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
It's third down for the offense. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They lean on their running back to get the first down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, you take it and then allow it to build to something more successful later. Watch for them to get to some run action pass and maybe play action pass to get it down the field here in the next couple of series.
Offense moving into a bunch formation. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Snags a quick throw. Out of bounds, he's spotted inside the 40.
That is such an important conversion to keep your offense on the field. They're trying to execute this comeback here in the second half. They need points. They need it in a hurry. It's a good job of moving the chains on third down.
And the Hoosiers pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. On first down, it's play action. Loose ball, a scramble for it. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play.
Boy, what a terrible feeling as a quarterback. Trust me, that ball gets ripped out of your hands, and lucky for him, it bounces right to a teammate, and they're able to retain possession here.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes the grab. It's Becker. And they're able to get him down.
Chris, the quarterback sees man-to-man before the snap, and he knows he's got the slant. Now it comes down to execution. He puts the ball right on the frame of the wide receiver, and it's a nice completion.
They could use some yards here on third down. A field goal try would be from 54. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab behind the line, it's Richard. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, I like the idea here offensively of getting the ball to the running back in space and allowing him the opportunity to make somebody miss. He just couldn't do that. Give a lot of credit to this defense. They're playing with great pursuit and leverage, good tackling in space, and now it's fourth down.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
What a weapon he is to roll out there and hit this massive bomb. I tell you, as a quarterback, that is just such a relief knowing that you don't have to get that ball inside of the 30-yard line for field goal range. All you've got to do is get it close to the 40, and you can trot your guy out there for a kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? To throw, it's Mayava. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, we knew this offense was going to attack on the edges and on the perimeter. And we knew that the defense would have to tackle in space. They're doing that great on this play, and now the offense is behind the chains.
Defense all over that first down throw. Short gain makes it 2nd and 7. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Well, he's got to put that one behind him and now move forward for this third down. This is really the most important snap thus far of the game. And as a quarterback, you've got to go out there and really execute. So remember, it's about beat, it's about timing, it's about accuracy. Put all those three together.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. A screen to the wide receiver. brought down short of the marker. That's going to set up a 4th and 2.
All right, so you get the completion, and maybe this is a more manageable 4th down opportunity, but I still don't love the idea of going for it and being aggressive. This is just too many yards to go for it. I think the punt is the play.
And the Trojans will bring their punt team onto the field. And he's on for his 5th punt of the day now. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. He hands it off from the gun. They make the tackle, but this running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game.
Well, that's exactly what you want to see as an offensive play caller, is your guys up front winning the line of scrimmage here late in this game, 4th quarter, and able to run the football on 1st down. That's just beautiful stuff up front.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. Grinding away with the running game. He's got some space. Football comes out. The defense scoops it up. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble and make 1st down yardage.
That is the one thing that cannot happen. You're trying to grind the clock out with the lead, run the football, and he puts it on the ground. That's a great job by this defense, however, getting the ball back right now, creating some momentum for this offense.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on 1st down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on 1st.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Coming after him. Looking to scramble. Loose football. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
I don't mind the decision to run there. There really wasn't anything open down the field, but you've got to protect the football once you become a runner. As a quarterback, the number one thing is the ball. You've got to take care of it throwing it down the field. You've got to take care of it when you're a runner. You got to get down or get out of bounds. That is a bad turnover from this quarterback.
And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field, looking to protect the football and protect the lead. They fumbled it away last time. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Here he goes. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play.
This offensive line just winning the point of attack. They are doing a great job opening up holes for this run game. And now it's just about executing, making somebody miss at the 2nd level, and they get a big explosive run.
The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with the 1st down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Timeout taken by the Trojans. That's their 1st. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter.
Oh, they're having some real issues here with ball security. This running back already fumbled, and now he puts it on the ground again. They are so fortunate. Look at the bounce right back to him. He's able to recover, but I think that they need to make a switch. You cannot have a guy that's going to be this loose with the football.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
We normally see this guy make this play, and as a big tight end, you've got to play through contact. You've got to expect that you're going to get contacted right when that ball arrives, and it looked like he was almost surprised. He's got to make that catch.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Now, 4th down.
And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. He got it. The field goal's good.
Well, that's a confidence boost for this team. It's a good quality drive, and you ended in points. I know they would have rather been in the end zone, but again, getting points on the board in this situation, that's solid for them.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the USC offense is back out on the field. 1st and 10. Not much time left. They need to find the end zone on this possession. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Lets it go quickly. Grab down the middle. It's Barber. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Caught by the receiver. Tackle is made at the 48-yard line. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And the Trojans line up on 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made in space. Look out. He heads out of bounds, but he's inside the 20 now.
Anytime you're running a crossing route, you've got to establish, is this man defense or zone defense? If it's zone, you've got to sit down in the soft spot and give your numbers, your chest to the quarterback. They're able to do that here, and then as a quarterback, you just can't lead them into the defender. Frame them up, put that ball right on their body so they can get upfield.
Football's loose. The offense gets the football back. Very lucky. Still have a chance now.
Well, Chris, sometimes you just get a fortunate bounce, and right here, that bounce for the offense was tremendous, but also credit the hustle of the other players. They're trying to get blocks, and they're in the area so they can recover that fumble.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Looks right for a quick completion. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. Now we have a timeout call by USC. That's their 2nd. They've still got 1 more left to work with. 1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the 4th quarter? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. Oh, and he's in the clear now. And they bring it down, but they'll spot the ball at the 3. And now the Trojans will spend their 3rd and final timeout of the half. They can no longer stop the clock with a timeout. Touchdown, Trojans. They have taken the lead, but time running down.
Chris, there is nothing better than playing great when greatness is needed. You're down. It's inside of a minute. This offense had to have it, and they're able to put it in the end zone. That is great stuff from this group.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the 4th quarter. It's all up to the defense. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff will be returned. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Looking to throw. It's Hoover. Running out of time in the pocket. He's going to take off here. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Morris. And a timeout taken by the offense. 18 seconds on the clock. Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Fires it to the wideout. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, they'd love to have that one back. A conversion there, they can go stick this ball in the end zone and take the lead. Now they've got to settle for a field goal that can just tie it.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They make the tackle, but he converts on fourth down. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. He goes out of bounds just short of the 35-yard line.
This is exactly where you want to attack in this situation. Outside of the numbers and then past the chains. Every single time this quarterback drops back, he needs to be looking to those areas.
So now we're going to have a crucial field goal attempt coming up. And with 3 seconds to go, this field goal would send us to overtime. Makes it look easy. And the game now tied here in the final quarter. And now the unique experience of a college football overtime. The format is unique. A coin toss will decide the choice of playing on offense or defense. Most teams choose to play defense first, and then each side will get a possession beginning from the plus 25-yard line.
You're exactly right, Chris. You want to play defense so you know exactly what you need to do with your offensive possession here in the first overtime. But this is an opportunity for your coordinators, your play callers, your head coach to take stock. What worked for you during the course of that last quarter or the second half, and lean into those things. Where are you having success? Those are the plays that you need to call right here. It's a really nice run by this quarterback, and this defense is going to be forced to take the quarterback on these option plays. Expect the next option down the road to get out to the outside with a pitch to the running back.
To throw, it's Mayava. The pocket breaking down. Grab near the sticks. It's Miller. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Good execution there for a first down. Now you got to go stick it into the end zone. Remember, you cannot stall out at this point. And as a quarterback, it becomes touchdown, check down. You don't want to put the ball in a precarious spot.
So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made, looking for the goal line. It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime.
USC, number 0, catches.
And now for the crucial extra point to push the lead to 7 in OT. PAT puts them in front by 7. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. First down, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Richard. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
The back is always a good option in the passing game, and the quarterback knows that he has a guy that is very consistent catching the ball out of the backfield. I think the defense is going to have to adjust. This is a first down. It's an easy first down. They're going to have to start doing something in their scheme to stop the running back out of the backfield.
Looking to pass, it's Hoover. swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
The mentality of a quarterback once you hit the red zone has to change, and taking a sack like that, you just don't want to do it. You're obviously putting yourself in a more difficult situation in this down and distance, and any yardage that you lose makes the potential field goal a tougher attempt.
They look to throw it here on second down. And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT, or you go for two and win it right now.
That is a great answer by this offense. They had to put the ball in the end zone, and they're able to do so. Now an extra point away from tying this one up and going to the second overtime.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. And he knocks through the PAT. Going into the second overtime, the stakes have been raised because if you score a touchdown, by rule, you have to go for a two-point conversion. So it's intriguing. How many two-point plays do you trust? Have you been practicing? That usually comes into play, Joel.
Chris, every offensive play caller has those few plays just sitting on the side of their play sheet, ready for this moment. It's their best two-point plays, maybe a trick play, some misdirection, and this is the moment that they can finally break them out. You get in the end zone, we're going to see something special. That's a good start right there. Not a huge play down the field, but certainly something that you can build on from a rhythm standpoint. And as the pressure increases in overtime as a quarterback, you've got to rely on your timing, your ball placement. Those are the things that'll carry the day.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but I would be trusting the quarterback. He has been very good in this ball game, and this is the guy that's going to have to lead you to victory.
The offense will set up here on third and long. If nothing else, you want to give your kicker a chance to put three on the board. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Quick throw over the middle. Incomplete for a third straight play.
You can see it on his face. It's so enticing to try to go for this on fourth down, but I think the correct call is to kick the field goal and rely on your defense here in the second possession.
So here comes the field goal unit out there trying to claim the lead here in OT. And now the defense calls timeout, trying to get organized and come up with a stop here in overtime. So now the field goal team is out here trying to take the lead here in overtime. And that one's straight down the middle. And with that, they retake the lead. So they line out now knowing a touchdown wins the football game. They need a field goal at least to force another overtime. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He stopped right at the line. That's sure tackling. Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but I would be trusting the quarterback. He has been very good in this ball game, and this is the guy that's going to have to lead you to victory.
So a third and long here. If they can't convert, they have to settle for a game-time field goal try. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a fourth down. Here we go, one of the biggest moments of the game so far. The field goal unit out there for a high-pressure attempt. And now the defense will spend a timeout to talk strategy here before this crucial play coming up. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it's good. The kicker does his job, and we head to another overtime. Going into the third overtime, the pressure just builds, and This is kind of a controversial rule. At this point and going forward, it's just a contest of two-point conversion play, so you can win or lose it on virtually every snap from here on out.
Well, Chris, it's certainly unique, and I don't know if it's my preference, but it's what we have. And this is the moment that as a play caller, certainly, and even a quarterback, you've got to start thinking about players and matchups over plays and concepts. This is the moment where you've got to go to your best guy and get him in a position where he can go and make a play.
Throwing off play action, looking for the wideout. And he gets in there to win the game. An overtime classic. Wow. And that will wrap up our coverage. Hope you enjoyed the game. For Joel Platt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.